quarterback. He's, for a freshman, putting up some big numbers. What do you see, or what have you seen of him, and what's your impression of what they do offensively?
I mean, you can tell he's coached very well. You know, I'm about to start, looking at him after this, actually. So I can't really tell you too much right now.
Right.
Doran, talk about the way you're playing. Obviously, you had an opportunity the other day for an INT, which fell, but the fact you were in position, et cetera. Just talk about the way you've been playing this year. How do you think you've done?
I think I've been doing pretty good. I mean, there's always room for improvement, and I know I have to improve, to get what we have to do done. So I think it's okay. It's all the coaching. Coach Combs just taking coaching and paying attention to what he's telling me to do.
How much does making a play like you made at Northwestern, how does that work to elevate your own confidence, your own sense of worth out there, to step up and make a play like that? What did that do for you?
I mean, I feel it was a big play in the game. What did for me, just knowing that you just got to keep playing, regardless how the game's going. You just got to keep playing the game, and everything will fall into place if you play hard.
But you obviously you had a sense for that moment, for that play and stuff. Does that tell you that you're getting there?
Yeah, sort of comfortable up. Yeah, I'm getting more comfortable. I don't really, just to play in the game, like I said, just keep playing and, he's going to make plays.
How much have you learned from Bradley over the last couple of years and stuff? What has he brought to the table that you've consumed, so to speak?
I try to take as much as possible. I mean, like on the field, he just knows the game. He's a great student of the game. Come to film, wide receiver splits, what the quarterback's doing, everything's just so detailed, and I just try to take that from him.
How much is confidence in terms of for being a corner? How much do you have to sort of have that thing where nobody can throw on me, or how much do you have to sort of have that swagger if you're going to play that position?
You got to have that, and that's really one of the things I learned from Roby. You got to have that to play the game, especially on our level.
So another night game for you guys. It's probably gotten to the point where it's sort of ho-hum, right?
Yeah, I think we played well in prime time, and I'm looking forward to this weekend.
Coach Myers talked about wanting you guys to be more aggressive. He talked about, I think y'all, all of a sudden they come out in three tights the other day.
Yeah.
Kind of took a little bit of that away from you. But do you like that move by this defense to be more aggressive, maybe a little more press coverage, et cetera? How does that play into what you like?
I like it. Honestly, we pressed up, we man-to-man. We just got to do our jobs on the inside. On the outside so they can take care of the inside.
Do you think this defense is built for that kind of play, maybe better than read and react, so to speak?
I think we can do both. We just got to work on it.
I don't know how much you've watched Penn State yet, but Allen Robinson seems like a guy who just can really go up and get a ball and made some crazy catches against Michigan. Just how good is that guy, or what's it like when you're going to maybe be going against a receiver who has that ability to go up and get a ball like that?
He's a good player. Of course, you got to watch him, film study and everything, but, we'll see how good he is on Saturday.
How do you work on that as a corner in terms of battling, going up for a ball, or maybe it's a jump ball, or both guys have a shot at it?
Well, you just got to read and react, go make a play. That's pretty much it. Just got to fight for the ball.
The history of Penn State's program and obviously the history of Ohio State, they're two of the bigger names. Does this feel like any bigger of a game as any others? Does it still hold a special place, Ohio State, Penn State, when you play?
Yeah, it's always a battle between Ohio State and Penn State. They know how to win games, so it's going to be a tough Big Ten battle.
Speaking of the history of Ohio State, Penn State, when you talk about that series, there's been a lot of pick sixes. Is that something that the DBs are aware of and you guys are thinking about going into this?
Well, yeah. I was aware of it. I'm pretty sure our defense was too. But, just like I said earlier, that just comes with playing the game.
Couple more questions.
How much as a corner, when you're talking about things like pick sixes, sometimes if you're going to make a play like that, you got to gamble a little bit, maybe try to jump a route. How do you figure that out as a corner when you're maybe going to take a chance? And does that, having confidence, does that play into that? Because I guess you can't do that every throw. But.
Right, yeah. That's just being prepared in film study and just, just reminding yourself, in your head, every play.
So will there be things, or are there usually things in film study where you will see a certain route or a way a quarterback looks in a certain call and think to yourself, okay, if I recognize this route, this is when I'm going to take the chance, that you prepare for that during the week?
Yeah, that's what you got to do. Our coach calls it, the backdoor slider. So, you're waiting for the backdoor slider. You see it, you got to react and make a play.
Hit a home run.
Exactly.
You want to give us the G-rated version of Philly Brown's halftime speech?
Basically, he just pulled together the team, said we had to say. We had to straighten up, finish out this game with the win, and we took that and ran with it.
Grant, thank you very much.
Thanks, man.
No problem.
Thank you, sir.
All right,